Lineups will have the tip-off and we'll get things going. And I'd just like to mention again the website for Channel 15 is www.PEGTV.com, and that's where you can get all the scheduling information on when they'll be showing CSJ basketball. So McMahon will be coming out first. Marguerite McMahon, number 5 for Paul Smith.
Number 22, Amanda Sauter. Number 24, Jenny Stetson. And number 30, Bethany Garrison. The Bobcats are coached by Mr. Lester Parrish, manager Allison Moscato. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Wonen-CSJ. A senior following your number 34, Tahara Pleasure. A junior guard from Plymouth, New Hampshire, number 23, Michelle Thompson. A senior center from Brooklyn, Vermont, number 21, Vicky Getty. A senior guard from Ira, Vermont, number 25, Erica Race. And a senior forward from Schenectady, New York, number 11, Irene Tompkins. The Fighting Saints are coached by Mr. Jason Casarino, assistant coach Jeff Casarino. Your manager is Alexander DeFabio. Your president, Dr. Frank McGlory. Your athletic director, Mr. Mark Benetanis.
Okay, see they've put as much effort into their ball game as they do into that pregame ritual right there. Saints coming off a split this weekend with a couple Maine teams. They lost to Fort Kent, but they beat Maine Machias, and they'll be on the road for a while. The next home game will be their last home game, actually, against Fisher College, and we'll have that for you, of course, on Munger Vision. But good time to get here in advance. That's got plenty of time. They're about 2 weeks out before that game, so you can come down and see Fisher College live taking on CSJ. Thompson, you're looking at right there, Michelle Thompson in the last game hit 1,000 career points. And Irene Tompkins, the next in line to join that club. That would be 3 on this particular team. Vicky Getty did it last year as a junior, and Thompson did it this year as a junior. And Getty's going to jump center, so she'll come out and she'll be wearing number 21. She's a senior out there, and she'll be opposed by Zermulen. Zermulen number 20, and the ball's up in the air, and we are underway, and it's going to be controlled by the Bobcats. So Paul Smith's Bobcats with the basketball. And last year, this was a very one-sided affair. That's CSJ with the big win, the big blowout win, and they're looking for the same thing here tonight. They want to come out intense and put them away early, and that's going to be a pass along the paint. It's going to be slapped out of bounds, goes off from Erica Race out of bounds, and the Bobcats will have the basketball on the baseline. That's Souther right there taking the ball out of bounds, and see Pleasure pressuring the inbounds pass, and they do get it in. It's in the paint. They'll fade and blocked by Tompkins. Ball on the floor, recovered by the Bobcats. They'll recycle the offense. Shot clock down to 10. Remember, didn't hit the rim, the ball didn't, and they didn't have a change of possession, so that's still a live shot clock. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, and no. Good look, didn't get it. Weak side rebound will go up, and that's going to be foul. Yeah, they got the weak side rebound, and I think Race, 25, will pick up the foul, and that'll be the game's first foul, and 2 shots coming up.
Number 25, Erica Race, first ball.
And Beth Garrison will be at the line for the Bobcats. So the first points of the night will come from the free throw line. It'll be 1-0. That was a good-looking shot, and the Bobcats from, I think they're just outside of Plattsburgh, New York, is what, if I did my geography correct. There we go. And she'll get them both. It'll be 2-0 the Bobcats, and they'll have no pressure in the backcourt after the made basket. And here comes Tahara Pleasure, full throttle down the court in the corner to Race. Got a nice catch by Tompkins, and she's going to get fouled, and I thought the shot might go. So Irene Tompkins, they got the quick push up the floor. She was able to seal off her defender, get the pass to her, made herself available for the pass, and she'll be at the line, and she'll get a couple shots now. And we're not even a minute into the contest yet. Each team's been to the free throw line already, and that's not going to happen. It's a little bit short. Had the patented Irene Tompkins arc on it, but it just didn't have enough length on it. And that one's not going to work out either for her, and that's going to be out of bounds off from Paul Smith College, and a lot of racket over there as number 24, Stetson, goes hard into the bench area, knocks the chair out of the way, and the CSJ basketball. It's going to be Thompson with the basketball. It should be right there on the base, on the sideline. Bring it into Getty. Get Tompkins, easy pass lane. They'll go back to Getty from the free throw line. No, rebound, Tompkins, and it'll be ripped out of there by Stetson. Boy, you don't see that very often. Usually when Tompkins gets her hands on the ball, it's all hers, and that time they were able to rip it out of there. Zermulin will go down inside. They want to play a little inside-outside game. Saints, it's going to be off the foot of one of the Bobcats. It's going to be out from Souther, and it's going to be CSJ basketball. So not a pretty possession at that time, and right now the game is trying to find a flow. We're a minute 5 seconds into the first half of play, 20-minute halves, overtime if necessary. Let's hope it doesn't go that far tonight, and it's 2-0. The Bobcats in the green with the lead, and that's going to be Thompson with her first shot, and she likes it out there on the arc. She likes to shoot the 3 ball, and that time still trying to find her range. That's her first attempt, and she'll be a little bit short. And Caesar Mullen wants to hand the ball back on top, and they run a little motion, and Raish came below the pick, and that's going to be handled in the corner. And hot potato right now, and they're just trying to dump it down inside. Tompkins will read it, steal it. Tompkins on a breakaway. Will she line up the dunk? No, she's going to do the layup, and she'll get it. We'll be tied at 2, and we're going to have a timeout already taken by Paul Smith College. It's going to be a 30-second timeout taken, and a 2-2 game. We'll just quickly go through the visitors roster for you. Hannah Hauser's number 4. Marguerite McMahon wears 5. Nicole Lothram is number 12. Carly Zermullion is 20. Amanda Souther's 22. Jenny Stetson 24. Beth Gerritsen 30. And Megan Burnham is number 35. And not really quite sure what he might be talking about, other than they're getting the ball down inside awfully easy on them defensively. They're really getting the ball down below the free throw line at ease, and maybe they're going to make an adjustment. They haven't been playing a zone. They've been up at a man. We'll see if they change their defense. And you see on the baseline, number 22, she's heading over to the referee right now. It's going to be Souther taking the ball out of bounds. And, well, it kind of resembles a stack. It's not really a neat stack, but they tried to run the stack, and they really didn't have a problem anyways bringing the ball into play. And the Saints will pull back, and Gerritsen's going to run the point. Maybe that was the switch right there. They went from Zermullion to Gerritsen. When she had the paint, lost the handle on the ball, and she might traveled. Oh, he's going to call foul. Took some tiny steps, but I guess they didn't add up to big steps. So we'll have a foul called on Tahara Pleasure, and that'll be the team's second foul. First on Pleasure, and they're going to take it on a baseline with Souther taking the ball out of bounds. They'll just literally hand it off, and then they'll work it back around, and there's the screen, and they lost it. They picked off Getty, but the ball came free. Tahara Pleasure with the basketball, and she'll motor into the front court. Thompson will try the right side of the arc, and it'll rim out on her. There's Tompkins up, and count the basket. Tompkins with the foul shot coming up. Whereas the lingo goes and 1, and she'll make it 4-2 now with a chance to increase it to a 5-2 ball game. Yeah, so she's looking for her first made free throw of the evening, and she had just been there, missed her first 2 shots, and she's going to try to get on board here. And she'll have arc. She's got to find a range, and perfect. And we will. We'll go 5-2 with 17:50 to go. So after leading 2-0, Paul Smith College has been outscored by 5 here on a 5-0 run. The Saints will knock the ball out of bounds, and shot clock will be down to 26 seconds, and they'll have Souther bring the basketball into play, and she'll be on the baseline. And again, I'm not sure what to call it. It's not a box, it's not a stack, it's just kind of a configuration out there. Getty with the steal off the glass, too soft, follows it up. Ball will come free to the free throw line. Here comes Zermullion. She's got Pleasure back, and she just took it right into her. No, they're going to call an offensive foul. I had to wait and see because the basket went in, but they're going to wave the basket off. Oh, yeah, and see the ref get into it. It's going to be a charging call. So Zermullion had the right idea, but Tahara Pleasure beat her to the spot very easily and planted herself, waited for the contact, and was tough about it. So it becomes Saints basketball, and that'll be the 3rd team foul on Paul Smith College. Must be cool having a college named right after you like that. That's going to be good. 3-point shot, and Tahara Pleasure will swish it. Saints on a run, an 8-0 run to be exact. And see Gerritsen to the elbow, and now she wants to reverse the basketball. A lot of right-handed dribbling there. Now she comes to Zermullion, and the catch down around the knees was taken by McMahon. The pace of the game, if they can slow this down, if they're going to stay in it at all, will be much better for Paul Smith to have more of a slow, grinded out possession type game where they take the shot clock down as far as they can. Tompkins not only the rebound, but she's going to bring the ball up the floor herself, gives it to Thompson. She'll go around the baseline and just gently set it in there. Oh, nice first step by Thompson, and once she got the baseline, and pretty much was hers for the taking, she just made the basket. We go 10-2, a 10-0 run now for the Saints. Oh, Stetson. Nobody rotated around, picked her up. Everybody was high on the ball, and they'll become 10-4 now. That'll end the Saints' run at 10 points. Pleasure. Man, she went through everybody except the guy out in the lobby watching the game. So 12-4 now, and Gerritsen will kill the dribble and bring it up to Stetson. Long pass front court, McMahon against Getty, and Getty got a piece of a block that Getty will be shielded from the basketball. She will tip it away this time, and she'll get control of it, do a 360 spin and line it up for the finish. No, right there, up, and yeah, stayed with it. Just stayed with it. Nice job by the senior Getty. And then the steal by Getty, and I think she stepped on the sideline. Oh, I don't know what she had before the game tonight, but I want some of it. She is just flying everywhere. Yep, she is hustling out there. It's a 10-point lead for CSJ at 14-4, and we're at the 15:59 mark left to play in this first half. In case you're just joining us, first of all, shame on you. Where have you been? And second of all, CSJ's come out and done what they're supposed to do. If you're the superior team on the floor, don't mess around. Just go ahead and take control of the ball game and put it away. Thompson takes a little bit of a bump, missed a shot, and I think that will become green basketball. Yeah, went off one of the many Saints down there. They had Raish, Thompson, and Getty down there. Yeah, so Latham coming in the basketball game now, number 12. And I'll go to Gerritsen. Gerritsen on the far side has nothing but court to work with, and she'll just take advantage of the open hardwood and dumps it down inside. Got it. That was a good push. And boy, that's got to be a concern for the Saints, even though they're up 14-6. Is the ease of the ball being brought down and the ease of bringing the ball down into blocks like that. Pleasure to Raish to Tompkins. This is Thompson. No. Getty with another rebound. No. Tompkins will tip it. And no. They're getting all kinds of chances. That was Raish with the most recent miss. Thompson traveled. Yeah. Guy said she's got some quick feet. She must be some kind of dancer out on the floor. And Hauser coming in, number 4. Her first appearance of the evening for the Bobcats. And they're only down 8, 14-6. We're going to have the ball. They're going to see some pressure in the backcourt. Again, they'll swing it around. Zermullion will be matched up against Getty. Getty, very good defender, very agile. And you see her reaching there with those long arms, but she just causes trouble. Yeah, and she gently will wrap the ball up there. And Zermullion will take the ball out of bounds right in front of the scorers table here at the CSJ Athletic Complex. Great game, come to watch a ball game. Nothing but good seats everywhere. And you can tell by that language, I didn't go to college when you said nothing but good. You get the point. If you come here, you're going to see the games, college basketball right in your backyard, and good atmosphere. So the Bobcats, again, taking the clock down. Getty will tip it. Hauser will grab it. She'll just tiptoe along the sideline, get to the elbow, and she'll go and put a lot of arc on the ball and bring it back up between circles. 5 on the shot clock. The drive. All that with just 1 second on the shot clock. Good job by Gerritsen. 24, that'll be Pleasure then. Tahara Pleasure will pick up the foul. So Gerritsen looking for a 3-point play. And Stetson will come back in the basketball game, number 24 for the Bobcats. Then they're 14-8, and they've been breaking the press, and they've been able to get the ball down inside for the easy little bunny shots, layups like that. And Gerritsen will get it. So she'll cut the lead down to 14-9, 5-point lead. And again, no pressure in the backcourt by the Bobcats. They have a very small roster as it is. They don't have a lot of bodies. And a lot of times you'll see teams like that not press for a couple of different reasons. They don't get in foul trouble and they don't get exhausted. Raish will get the 3-pointer. 17-9 now. So lead. Back up to 8 on that 3-point shot. And boy, Gerritsen again got to the baseline and wants to come all the way across the paint to Hauser. And that ball found enough of a space to get there. And Thompson waved at the Souther's basketball. She held it out there, and Thompson waved at it, hit it, but couldn't knock it out of her hands to get the steal. Nice catch by Stetson down low, and again, look where they got the ball, down on the blocks, up, no whistle this time, and it'll be picked off by Getty. She'll spin, she got hooked. Yeah, that's going to be Stetson with the foul, number 24. So they'll call it a push because it's basketball. I called it a hook because I just watched the hockey game the other night, but... Okay, I see some new Saints coming in. I see Carrie Smith, number 32. Yeah, and Carrie Smith been a very, very good addition this year to the ball club. Just a freshman, and boy, she can do it all. Defense, offense, inside shots, outside shots, and Tompkins will get it. And I believe she's below 80 points now for 1,000. I've been told every game a different number. So it's like a lottery, just pick a number. It's 19-9, Saints up by 10. As we're nearing the 13-minute to play mark in his first half. We've got almost 7 minutes of basketball. That's McMahon with the touch. The higher pleasure out there defensively. Hauser got in trouble, and she will go to the floor, and we're going to have a turnover, and the basketball will come to the Saints. And Zermulin will come back in, number 20. And I'm just looking to see what they're waiting for. All right. So just a slight pause in the action, and they'll begin Thompson in the backcourt line with Pleasure, and Tahara Pleasure. Got a 3-ball already, and Thompson's still searching for a range on her 3-ball. She'll come up to Smith, and Smith can hit from outside. Tahara Pleasure, nope. Pleasure had a game earlier this year. I think it was the Fort Kent game, actually. Oh, big bump, no call. There's the late whistle. Count the basket. Took the bump, went to the floor, made the basket. So they're going to call it on number 35. That's Burnham. Yeah, the basket will count. She got a chance for the 3-point play. 21-9 the Saints. I say she had 6 3-pointers. Tahara Pleasure did in that Fort Kent game. Yeah, Linda Clements, number 5, coming in the basketball game for her first appearance of the night for Coach Casarino. And I shouldn't speculate, but I think it's going to be the kind of game where he's going to have the option, Coach Casarino, is of playing a lot of people off the bench, getting a lot of minutes. People usually don't see a ton of time. This could be the kind of ball game for him tonight. As Zermulin will work out the screen set by McMahon, kills the dribble, comes back to McMahon. Boy, and they kill the dribble early like that. They're in just nothing but trouble. Stetson will wheel to the hold. Tompkins came across, got a piece of the basketball, actually hit her in the forearm, and now they'll double the basketball and jump ball. Just good defense, staying straight up, not overextending, not getting the foul. 22-9, and we'll have Carrie Smith and Tahara Pleasure in the backcourt. And Garrett's number 30 back in the basketball game for Paul Smith's College. After a very brief rest on the sideline, she's set to go. In CSJ basketball, they got Fisher College left. That should be a great game right there. Fisher College, good program, and should be a competitive game, and it's a nice way to end the home schedule to come on down. It's a great family atmosphere down here at CSJ, and good place to bring the kids. It's a good date too if you get, want a good place to bring good dates to a college basketball game. Would be my idea of a good date, but there's got to be people like they're out there like me, so. I'd throw a dinner and a movie in between also, but the game would also be kind of important. There's the catch, Thompson up and got it. She made that look pretty easy, Thompson did. And she can hit from the outside, she can put it on the floor and drive the hole, she can shoot the intermediate jump shot, and that's probably why she's already got 1,000 points in her career as a junior. A very versatile player out there. And Smith will pressure Garrettson, and Stetson will jump out. And Stetson wants to go down back inside to Zermulin, and I believe Zermulin last touch it, yeah. And that's where the ref saw it too, and it'll become white basketball. 24-9. I got to show the guy in the lobby. There you go. The scoreboard. 24-9. Saints with the lead with just 11:30 to go in this first half of action. And Pleasure had Hauser jump out on her, and this is Smith. He got a 3-pointer. So Smith will join the crowd and get in the scoring column, and she'll do a 3-ball. You see Zermulin kill the dribble right between circles and have to go backwards to Garrettson. Garrettson now wants to work against Smith. She'll take the spin, bring the ball down into Stetson, up and got it. Boy, Stetson able to carve out a spot down there and force the ball up and in. 27-11. Clements up and got it. Oh, Clements with a nice move. Yeah, Clements, remember coming off that first semester where she had the knee surgery and was unable to play, and starting to get that rust off her now, and she's starting to play. All those instincts coming back to her. That's going to be a carry of the basketball. Yeah, Garrettson will carry the basketball. We're going to have Greeno and Getty come back in the basketball game for
CSJ, number 21.
the Saints, and Tompkins and Pleasure will sit down. So, again, a lot of people are going to see action tonight. Megan Giddings, the only Saint right now that has not been in the basketball game at this point, but we're only at the 10:40 to play mark, and that's Clements, and she just made the last basket. Now, by her own admission, she's not an outside shooter. She likes to put it on the floor and take it to the hole, and that's going to be Smith for another 3-ball, and that'll be front rim no good. Getty with the rebound, got it off the glass and in. And don't forget the post-game show of the White Birch Realty Player of the Game. White Birch Realty, the sponsor of the shirt for the game, Player of the Game, and that's been cool this year. It's had a good response from the players. They like that. And very generous of White Birch Realty to donate the shirts. There's the cut back, and I think we got some free throws coming up. We'll have to wait and see if it was on the floor or what here. 2 shots. So Greeno will pick up the foul. Garrettson will go to the line. And that will stop the clock with 10 minutes, 10 seconds to go. 31-11, a 20-point lead for the Saints. And after a nice pause, Garrettson will now be 3 for 3 from the line tonight, and she'll get set for another shot here. She'll cut the lead down to 19 at 31-12. And nope. Gaddy just flies through the air, tips the ball, and she's got such soft hands, she's able to really do some damage as far as like tipping the ball to herself a lot. And Smith might have got a little home cooking there. Might have had some stats. And Thompson will have it rim out. Getty will get in there, keep it alive, tip it back, and we'll have the basket by Smith. That was a tip from Getty to Smith, and then the bucket in 33-12 now with 9:50 to go in the first half of play. In Channel 15 Sports, PEGTV, located in Building 24 at the House Center. And if you don't have internet access, first of all, what are you doing living in a cave? If you don't have access to internet, though, you can call them on the phone at 747-015. And the steal and the basket by Thompson, and she keeps adding to that career total now. She's well over 1,000 points. And this will be Zermulin with the basketball. And she's going to go across to Garrettson. Raish up at the scores table for CSJ. Raish was a starter, and then she's been able to rotate a lot of people in and out, Coach Casarino has. And that's going to be taken out of there. Up, oh, pump fake. Boy, she's been in the paint a long time. Yeah. Okay, so they're going to call foul. Wow. So Souther will get called for the foul. Raish will come in for Smith. And it'll be Greeno in the backcourt. And probably Greeno will assume the point duty now. And they tackle her, bring the ball up. Whatever it was, Greeno agreed with Raish. So that's always a good sign. So Greeno, and she likes to pop from the outside. Clements will work on the elbow, and she'll bring it down now in his corner. And then the pass all the way back up top. We have a foul on Raish. That was a long pass from Thompson up to Raish, and then a steal, and then the foul called on Raish, and that's going to be the 5th team foul. And we'll have just the ball out of bounds as Amanda Souther will bring it in, and we'll have Stetson. She turned around expecting some defenders there. Nobody was there, and she just fired it up to Garrettson, and then the ball tipped out of her hands by Greeno, and Thompson with the basketball, and Thompson with the crossover will go by Hauser, and she'll get to the free throw line, and came off the back of the iron hard, and it's going to be controlled by the Bobcats. I like that. Paul Smith's Bobcats, and they're out there, and Garrettson will dump it down inside. And again, look where they're catching it below the free throw line. That's going to be Hauser. Nope, not this time. Had a good look. It was a good decision to take the shot, and Getty will just leave 2 people in the dust as she turned out of the trap. Getty will split the defense. We have a 3-on-1. Clements going on. She doesn't like it, but she's got to take those outside shots. She's got to learn to take the shots. And we'll have a timeout taken by Paul Smith's College. We'll follow Stephanie Greeno over to the huddle. And that's taking place with 8:14 to go. And you see Coach Jeff and Jason Casarino. And again, you can tell they go to the same barber. And we'll read the roster for real quickly here. Lori Landsberg wears number 3. We haven't seen Lori yet tonight. Number 5 is Linda Clements. Irene Tompkins, 11. Megan Giddings is 12. Vicki Getty, 21. 22, Stephanie Greeno. Michelle Thompson, 23. Erica Raish, 25. Carrie Smith wears 32. And Tahara Pleasure is 34. Yeah, and we are set to get going here in this last 8:14. And I just got to find the basketball. There we go. Usually if you can find a guy in a striped shirt, you can find the basketball. So Souther will take the ball out of bounds. They're going to run in stack formation to break the ball into play. They'll get into Zermulin. So Zermulin now will bring it down the floor, and she'll just pull it back out. The numbers weren't there, so she just wisely pulled it back out. And that was Greeno that went flying by Hauser, and Garrettson with the basketball. And Paul Smith's College, they've had some limited success going down inside. That wasn't one of their better trips right there, as that'll become a foul. And I believe by her reaction, it's going to be on Souther, number 22. Yep. And she's leaving the game. That's how upset she got about it. 3 fouls, that's why. Yeah, so Landsberg will have to come back. Lori will have to sit on the sideline because there's shots coming in. Yeah, she's coming in for the shooter. So Clemens at the line with 7:55 to go. 35-12 the Saints. Oh, and Megan Giddings also in the ball game, number 12. I missed that. So she's in for the first time tonight. Clements will get it. And let's just review what we got here. We've got Greeno, a freshman. Giddings out there is a freshman. Clements at the line's a sophomore. Raish is a senior, and Getty's a senior. So a nice balance out there, a nice mix. Now Landsberg will come in.
Senior from Amsterdam, New York, number 3, Lori Landsberg.
And all this taking place with 7:55 to go. And you see the press being employed in the backcourt by CSJ. And they've given a couple different looks on the traps tonight, and that's going to work very well. They were trying to get it to Gerritsen and just missed the spot, actually. Quite simple. Greeno will get into Landsberg, and Landsberg gets a running start. Oh, it's going to be blocked out there by Zermulen on the shot by Raish. And wow, she got up there. Usually that's a tough block out there because Zermulen's only about, well, I'd say 5'7" maybe. She just timed it. She's actually, Zermulen came around and knocked the pass away. So Zermulen having a good sequence right there. And Stetson will wait, cross the timeline, get between circles, go back to Zermulen, number 20. And she'll make the ball fake. Oh, look at the help defense. Look at the defense. That was Greeno that came up and tied up the basketball. And Greeno was, the last time we had a player of the game from White Birch Realty, it was Stephanie Greeno. And the only criteria, well, there's the criteria, but the only stipulation is you can't win the award twice. So that's why you'll see some great performances, but not get the player of the game. It's because they've already won the player of the game. Greeno to Raish, and they have a kick. Yeah, so they'll just recycle the shot clock, and they'll take the ball out of bounds on the baseline. It'll be Saints basketball, and they need a body down there. It's going to be Landsberg. Who's going to take it out? No, it's going to be Raish. So Raish will take the ball out of bounds, and in Paul Smith's College, like they should, going zone on the inside, and they shouldn't allow that right there, though. And Giddings with the shot. No good. Getty got it. Vicky Getty with yet another offensive rebound and a putback. 39-12, CSJ. And Gerritsen and company trying to weather the last 7 minutes of this first half. They'll bring it back to Hauser, and she was open for a second, but she didn't want to take the shot from just a little bit beyond the free throw line. She'll back it up, work against Landsberg. Fades away, fires, and wow, the other shot might have been a little higher percentage. And nice save by Stetson. Unfortunately, it was to Getty, and Getty tried to make the move and get by Gerritsen, and Gerritsen will give the ball back to Stetson after the steal. Up, no good. Rebound, Getty. She's nearing double digits right now in rebounds already, and we have a foul on Paul Smith's College. 30, so that's going to be on Gerritsen, and it's a 1-on-1. That's the 7th team foul. So Vicky Getty will head to the line for CSJ. He'll stop the clock with 6:50 to play.
CSJ looking at the front end of a 1-on-1 with number 21, Vicky Getty. Back in for the Bobcats.
They're getting up plenty of time to still catch a game live. Fisher College is here. And that'll be the last regular season home game for CSJ, and hopefully they'll be off to the tournament after that, and they'll nail that. And boy, that's nothing but twine right there. 40-12 now. CSJ's lead up to 28. And yeah, I did bring a calculator tonight. And Getty on the second shot, a little hard, no good. And ball tipped around. It'll come down to Zermulen, and Zermulen will bring it down herself. She'll work it to the sideline, but she just want to get over there with a trap, and she'll set the screen up top. That was Gerritsen set the trap. Stetson with the basketball. She wants to go baseline. She did go baseline. Little dish, and too hard. They already set the table nicely for a little bunny shot, and that's Gerritsen up, and got it. So Gerritsen. Looking good out there, actually, for Paul Smith's College. She's had some offensive buckets and some steals, and handles the ball a lot, bringing the basketball up. If it's not her, it's Zermulen. So 40-14, 6:13 to go, and that pass will be lobbed into Greeno. She wants to go down inside to Raish. That wasn't there. They'll kick it back out, and no. That was long and strong, and the rebound will come down to Gerritsen, and the Saints will now peel back. Basically, it's just going to be Greeno. You see her right there in the picture, and she'll just put some soft pressure on. That's over the midcourt stripe. Now they'll set the screen, and Raish with the switch will go down inside. That's Getty there defensively against Stetson. The turnaround off the glass, no good, and Giddings with the rebound. So Megan Giddings with the defensive rebound will come off to Stephanie Greeno, and they both were from Otter Valley, and they probably played ball there together, and that's going to be Greeno. And she'll launch it from anywhere, Greeno. You've got to be kind of alert if you're going to be rebounding for it, because she'll let that thing fly anywhere. Landsberg. Yeah, goes to the free throw line. Getty up. She's just tall, so she shot over the top of the defender. She'll front rim it, and they will gently go to the floor. And oh, Giddings will get the foul. That's going to be the 6th team foul. No shot yet. As Tompkins, number 11, and 34, Pleasure coming in for the Saints.
Back in for CSJ, number 11, Irene Tompkins, and number 34.
Okay, so we're all up to speed on the CSJ changes. I see McMahon has come back in number 5 for the Bobcats. She's got the basketball. She's also got Burnham, number 35, back in the basketball game for the Bobcats. And oh, they didn't start the shot clock. Okay. They're going to reset it, and everybody will be happy, and the ball will go out of bounds here. And they put the shot clock at 25 seconds. That's where they want it. And McMahon will be right in front of the camera here. And Garrettson in the backcourt all alone. Let's get the basketball. We're good to go. 40-14 the Saints. And again, we'll have the men's basketball game at a later date on Channel 15. They'll follow this game immediately here in live action. And then on Saturday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, they start Games of the Week on Channel 15. And the program director, Tom Leopold, wants you to know that. So every Saturday, if you're going to need to watch local sports, you can just put Channel 15 on at 4 o'clock. And they just start playing all the games from that week. So we have a Saints timeout with 5:10 to go. 40-14, CSJ with the lead over Paul Smith's College in the first half of play. By CSJ, and that happened with 5:10 to go in the first half of play, and they've got that comfortable 26-point lead right now, and they'll have the ball on the baseline. Looks like it's going to be Greeno and Pleasure in the backcourt. Greeno 22, Pleasure 34, and we've yet to see any real pressure in the backcourt applied by Paul Smith's College. And the Saints right now at 2-2 in conference play. This all conference games are big wins, but you got to win on your home court, and then the Saints are on the road for quite a while before they finish up against Fisher College, and that's going to be no good. And rebound on the weak side will be Giddings. She'll kick it out to Greeno, and she'll get it. 2-point shot by Greeno, and it'll be good. And not really sure as to what's going on. They're bringing a tissue. Oh, okay, so we just need a nose fixed. It happens. I've never seen it happen in an NBA game where they stop much below your nose, but I guess it's one of those things. Okay, so she's good to go. No pressure this time in the backcourt. Saints have had a lot of success when they've extended the defense, but they'll pull back and pick up at the midcourt stripe with Greeno 22 right there. Garrettson will bring the ball across the timeline. She'll work it to the elbow, and 20 on the shot clock. Garrettson will dump it down in the paint. A lot of bodies there. And I think Tompkins got a piece of it. That's McMahon pressuring Greeno, and then Landsberg will set the screen, and now Garrettson will pick up Greeno. Greeno there gets a handle on the basketball and has the ball tipped away possibly, and Greeno will pick it up. That's not a backcourt. It was touched by Garrettson, the defensive player. And now Tahara Pleasure. So that's enough of that, Stephanie. Give me back to basketball. She'll drive, kick it out. Landsberg, no. And that's going to be saved by Zermulin, and she'll just put it on the floor now. Nice little pivot there, and she'll bring the ball up over the timeline, and she's looking to take it all the way in, and oh boy. People tripping and colliding, and I think everybody's going to be okay. Actually, I think it was off her own teammate.
Number 34, Tahara Pleasure.
Oh, I didn't see that. She tripped over Burnham's. She tripped over Burnham, her teammate's foot, and Pleasure got the foul. Yeah, she can't believe it either. I can't believe it, and I saw it. Yeah, and Coach is going to ask how that is a foul. Yeah, because what happened is Burnham tripped up her own teammate. And Pleasure, oh, he should go out in the lobby and watch the TV. Shouldn't he go out? He should watch the replay out there. I can rewind the camera for him. He can go out in the lobby and watch that play. Well, she's not going to win her argument. It's irrelevant. They missed the free throw. 42-14. Here comes Tompkins. And Pleasure now just getting back into the play. This will be Giddings and Pleasure with the basketball. And that's going to be long range. No, front rim. Rebound. Tompkins, look at her, stuck inside. Put the ball on the floor. And even for Irene, that was a lot of traffic. And she'll pull the ball back out. Landsberg, there's a new shot clock to work with anyways. Ball did hit the rim. That'll come down to Giddings. Giddings on the baseline. It was taken away by Burnham. And that's going to be Garrettson, and she'll keep it in bounds. Nice job. Garrettson with another steal. That's 4 in his first half for Garrettson. And then a foul will be on CSJ. And that should be the 1-1, yeah. And they're going to allow Clements and Smith to come in the ball game as Landsberg will sit down and Greeno will sit down. Yeah, so Garrettson, number 30, will go to the free throw line. That's only the 8th team foul, so again, it's only the 1-1 here. Yeah, if you contact PEGTV on that www.pegtv.com thing, you want to know the schedule information for CSJ Sports, they have a little place for comments. Always give me a good plug. Write something good about it. And if you have anything negative, don't write it. Just let that go by and just get the schedule then. But if you like it, say that Munger guy does an all right job bringing CSJ basketball. Clements will get the basketball, and she's got one basket tonight. She drove to the hole, and boy, that pass got tipped, and yeah, they'll pull off, so they won't pick up the foul. And Garrettson will have nothing but open court to work with 3 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the first half of action. It's gone about the way I thought it would. CSJ a much better team, and I mean, that's really the nuts and bolts of it. Every night there's going to be a better team on the court, and tonight's going to be CSJ. But I got to tell you, Paul Smith's College, they're playing hard, playing a lot of heart. They just lacking some size and some speed right now. Not a lot of numbers on the bench either, and that doesn't help them. Tahira Pleasure will kick it out. There's the ball fake and the travel. She faked too well, and she got called for the travel. Raish will come back in the basketball game, number 25, and she's going to replace Giddings. So Giddings will take a breather with 2:52 to go in the first half. McMahon will just bring the ball into play, and they're going to have Garrettson run the point, and that's been the way it's happening most of this first half. Zermulin has, number 20, touched the ball and brought it up. But for the most part, Garrettson's the leading scorer and handles the ball most of the time. Stetson will bring it out beyond the arc, and well, she'll just lob it over to Hauser. I didn't even see her body there at first. I didn't know who she was throwing the ball to, and then Hauser just appeared. Stetson inside, left it on the rim, and Stetson will take it away, and that's just rugged play right there. Whoa, that was good stuff. She just ripped it right out of the hands and made the basket. 42-16. This is going to be Clements. Hits the trailer. That's Pleasure. She got cut off on a triple team. Smith, no. Rebound, Raish kind of had it, and then she'll lose it, and Garrettson will have it. Raish actually lost her balance when she's going to the floor. Garrettson just took it out of her hands, and we've hit the 2-minute-to-play mark now in this first half. Smith, very intense at the top of the defense. She's got a lot of steals this year. Extremely quick young lady. That's going to be up, and got it. Oh, Garrettson, yeah, tough shot. She got all twined. 42-18, Paul Smith's College with the lead. Tahira Pleasure will sit on the arc and call out the play. She goes to Tompkins, to the free throw line to Raish. The ball slapped away from her by McMahon, recovered by Raish. She'll go to Smith. And that's going to be Zermulin. She couldn't save it. Good effort. Good effort. She just ran out of the court. So Zermulin will walk back, get into the defensive flow here, and the Saints will take the ball out of bounds on the far side, or the bleacher side. And, well, they have bleachers on both sides, but they're only pulled out on one side. That's going to be Carrie Smith, the freshman, number 32, that will bring the ball into play to Clements. In each game, Clements looking a little bit better. Like I said, she missed that first half of the season with a knee problem, and takes a while to get back in basketball condition, and that's going to be Tompkins. Maybe one more time, Tompkins. Oh, whoa, dribbling with 1 foot. Oh, that's pretty coordinated. She was hopping on the line with 1 foot and dribbling, so she wouldn't go out of bounds. That is just awesome. They'll go inside, and she'll get the finish. Yeah. Tompkins with the finish with 1 minute straight up to go now. 44-18 CSJ. Hauser with the basketball. That's Raish. Yeah, and she just gave up the baseline. She gave it up so much they dribbled out of bounds on it, so it becomes CSJ ball. Each team with 8 team fouls. Nobody on CSJ with more than 2 fouls personally, so nobody in any foul trouble. And I'm not really sure how much that would come into play tonight anyways with a 44-18 score. Clements with a few pivots, and Smith, and they'll go back to Pleasure, and she'll let it fly and get it. 3-pointer for Pleasure. That's a couple threes now for Tahira Pleasure, and makes it 47-18. We're down to 37 seconds on the game clock, 23 seconds on the shot clock. And Garrettson standing between circles. They'll have to take a shot because the shot clock not in sync with the game clock. Smith out there defensively, and they'll stay with Paul Smith's College. 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Bobcats, and they'll have McMahon take the ball out of bounds. McMahon, as CSJ goes man-to-man defense on an inbounds play, and I tell you, Lothram had a chance to give the ball back and didn't. 4 seconds on the shot clock, 3 seconds. This will count. Garrettson, no, she missed the rim. It's irrelevant. 10 seconds to go in the game in the first half, and you know what? He is going to call a shot clock violation. See, I don't get that because the shot was up, the rebound came down, and then the buzzer went off, so play should just kept flowing. So it'll be a shot clock violation, and there's only 8.2 seconds to go on the game clock before halftime. Okay. Okay, they're going to reset the game clock. They're going to pump it up a little bit, give them a few extra seconds here. So they'll actually go to 9.7 seconds. which is plenty of time for several shots here. So nobody in the backcourt to guard them to pressure the basketball, and they'll just roll it up to Pleasure. They do that because the clock doesn't start until she touches the basketball. I don't understand why they don't just fire the ball up there, but Raish has the shot blocked again. Ball will come on the floor. Garrison's going to hold it and let this half expire. 47-18, CSJ with the lead at the half over the Bobcats. Play, and we'll see what Paul Smith College can come up with here. Down 47-18, and basically just really want to do is just forget that first half. Just start over like a 0-0. There were some things that worked for them. They were able to get down low and just go right back to the drawing board like that with Stetson up in, and Stetson will start things off with a bucket for the Bobcats, and that'll make it 47-20. It's going to be Pleasure, Smith, Tompkins, Raish. I need one more body out there. I know Vicky Getty, of course. Yeah, Thompson, something happened to Thompson earlier in the first half. She's on the bench with ice on her knee. That's not a very good sign, and that's all twine for Raish. But yeah, I don't know how severe the injury is to Thompson, but she does have ice on her knee area, and that would be a major loss to CSJ to lose Thompson. But I shouldn't speculate because I haven't played doctor and I don't know what's wrong with her. So there's the ball fake, the move, the inside shot, and it'll go in. Stetson with a couple buckets on the inside here for Paul Smith College. Again, we'll have the men's action for you at a later date on Channel 15 Sports. If you need information on the scheduling, you can go to www.pegtv.com. Getty, free throw line, going to go. So each team coming out and just popping and dropping here. The offense flowing pretty easy for both sides. This is Zermulin with the basketball, and she'll be picked up by Tompkins. She'll get forced wide to go back down inside to Stetson, and she turned into a double team. The ball's free on the floor, and they're going to wrestle for it. Jump ball. Yeah, it's going to be White basketball. It'll be CSJ basketball. And don't forget the post-game show will have the White Birch Realty Player of the Game. And it's going to be Smith and Tahara Pleasure, and it's going to be Smith that'll take Thompson's spot. So a freshman, Carrie Smith out there, and she's going to see a lot of minutes here in this second half of play. It's Tahara Pleasure with a couple threes in that first half. Was just finding her stroke. Got the midpoint of that first half, and everything was dropping for her, and this is going to be Zermula with the basketball. Again, there was some bright spots in that first half for Paul Smith College. And one of the areas you would never think of was they were able to get a lot of interior baskets down on the blocks, and that's going to be out of Zermulin's hands, out of bounds, and it'll become CSJ basketball. So the Saints looking to go 3-2 in conference play before they start their long road trip. Again, it'll be a couple of weeks before we see them again back here at the CSJ Athletic Complex, and they'll close out the regular home season with Fisher College, and that should be a great game. Getty up, around the rim, no good. Rebound, fought for it. It'll pop free, come out here. It'll be picked up by Pleasure. She'll bring it to the edge of the arc, and it's a 2-3 zone being played by Paul Smith College. Getty couldn't catch clean as she traveled. She catches it clean, she shoots. They got away from her, she traveled, and we'll have a turnover. With 17:47 to go, it's a 30-point lead at 52-22. CSJ Saints with the lead. And again, they're going to have Garrett's number 30. She was the leading scorer in that first half of play for Paul Smith College. And actually, she was able to drive, penetrate, hit the outside shot, and she's pretty versatile looking out there. This is Zermulin against Tompkins, up underneath and in. Oh, what a creative shot by Zermulin. She made every move you could without going to see a chiropractor. That was pretty good. Shot, Smith, no. Weak side rebound, and it's going to be off from Ray, shot of bounds. She was boxed out by Stetson. And now Souther will take the ball out of bounds. There's going to be no pressure in the backcourt by the Saints. They have shown at different times different looks by extending the defense in the backcourt, but not this particular trip down the floor. So Garrettson will walk it up ever so slowly, and that's one area that I think Paul Smith College, not that they did it with tremendous success, but they didn't really let the Saints run and gun. They kind of slowed the tempo down, and Getty will miss the layup. Will come down to Ray, squirt through her legs. She'll chase it down, and her pass will be picked off. And that's one thing with a big lead like this, it's hard to keep your intensity and your focus razor sharp just because it is such a lopsided game, and you kind of have a tendency to relax in the second half. Now, I'm not expecting to see a comeback like the Fort Kent game that the boys had, but Paul Smith College doing much better here early on. We played almost 4 minutes of the second half. That's going to come to Tompkins. Tompkins will curl away from the pressure, bring it to the elbow, and hit the higher pleasure on the trail. They'll bring it over. Race, got it. Race for a two-pointer. She had a toenail on the line, and there's Thompson right there, and you can see the ice bag on her knee, and that's just not good to look at right there. We'll have to get some information on that. Zermulin will bring the ball up. Tompkins way up top defensively. She'll go below the screen, and now Pleasure will jump out on the switch. Boy, she is in trouble on the sideline and double dribbled. Yeah. But she got to the sideline and she killed the dribble, and she was just extended too far out from the basket, and that usually just happens. What you see happens. They just get in a lot of trouble, and they'll turn the ball over. So 16 minutes straight up left to play here in this second half, and I'm not even worried about overtime tonight, and that's going to be carrying up. They call her for a palm, carrying the basketball. And Tahara Pleasure with a baffled look on her face, but she'll be called for the palm, and that'll give Garrettson the basketball back. Again, hope you've enjoyed all CSJ basketball. Brought to you, boys and girls, men's and women, they call it at this level. And got in the works. We're trying to get ready to do the softball season. So maybe you can watch some CSJ softball coming up, and the weather this spring will cooperate. You can see Lori Srolani. She's the head coach for the softball program that won the Sunrise Conference last year. And they had a 3-on-2 break in the past with just a little bit too much of a lead on it for Getty to get to it. And McMahon, number 5 in the ball game, and it'll be McMahon that will just have the touch, and Garrettson, she'll run the point like she did in the first half of play. 15.5 minutes to go, and again, post-game show coming up, White Birch Realty Player of the Game. And I'd also like to take this time to invite you to watch Sports Beat on Channel 15. It's on Mondays at 4:30, Tuesdays at 5:30, and Thursday nights at 9 o'clock. Now, I looked at my schedule, and starting the first week of February, we've got the CSJ women's basketball team will be the featured guests. All of the players will be featured guests on the show. So that's something to look forward to, and make sure to watch it. Right now, playing this week is the CSJ men's basketball team as guest of the show. That's going to be a rebound up and in by Smith. That'll push the lead now, 56-24. And so, yeah, we'll check on Thompson's condition, but a coach's worst dream, a game that's pretty much done and over with, and an injury to a key player. And blocked by Smith, picked back up by Garrettson, and I believe she stepped out of bounds, and that's what the call is. It was Smith with the block. Hauser, number 4, coming in for the Bobcats, and Stephanie Greeno, number 22, coming in for the Saints. We'll have to hire Pleasure again. No press has been shown the whole ball game by the Bobcats. They do play a 2-3 zone, and it's a very tight, very compacted 2-3 zone. Greeno with the nice hands will make the grab. She'll go baseline to Tompkins. She'll kick it back out, and they'll just play a little inside-outside game. Tompkins up and got it. Oh, she plays down low well. Yeah, she gets down here and plays like a 7-footer. She just knows how to use her body. She uses her backside there to carve out a spot to make a space to get the shot off, and it works well for her. This is going to be Hauser with the ball. They'll run a little motion up top, and right between circles is Garrettson. That's going to be Smith on her, and she'll see how Garrettson went to the left, and Smith had already beat her to the spot, and that's what really took away the passing lane, and she'll throw the ball out of bounds, and we'll have CSJ with the ball, and they're going to bring in Zermula, number 20, after a brief rest for the Bobcats, and she'll come in and replace Lothram. So 14-12 to go in the basketball game, and what else can we talk about? They'll kick the ball out to Greeno, and she'll let it fly. No. Rebound, weak side, offense foul. Getty will get it. She went back up with it, and they just came right across her forearms, and she got hacked. And that's going to be Zermulin with the foul. And Getty at the line, and she's usually pretty good. She's usually money in the bank at the line, and we'll see how she does here. And I looked at my calendar also, and I got some more Mill River boys and girls basketball coming up for you from the Dean Holt Memorial Gym in North Clarendon, Vermont. And I know, I can't think of who it is, but some MSJ girls basketball also coming up in February. Plus I have the MSJ Rutland girls basketball game. That's February 1st, so that's always a packed gym to go watch that game. And yeah, it's been a long time, but I got to go back down to the rink, put on a lot of layers of clothes, and bring in some more MSJ hockey. They keep winning, so I got to go and tape it. Oh, you know what it is? Shot clock. Nobody's in trouble here. And I can't get on Brewer because he's not running it, so they'll just take the ball back out of bounds. There'll be 25 on the shot clock, and they'll be Southwood will take the ball out of bounds, bring it into Garrettson. That's so Garrettson. Hear all that chatter in the background? That's the defense just talking it up, and that's something they've really worked on was to intimidate the opponents and break down their line of communications by making all that noise. Getty with the steal, Tompkins with the bucket. And Tompkins inching closer and closer to her 1,000th career point. I think she started the night off at 85 points from 1,000. Obviously, she's not going to get it all tonight, but that would be an awesome thing if she could. But McMahon with the catch below the free throw line, left it on the front of the rim. The rebound fought for Pleasure, had it, lost it. Pump fake, no travel, and got it. Souther out there just thought too much, but she still made the basket. And again, nice job. She didn't travel, and that's why they didn't call it. They just flipped the ball over the top. Pleasure squares, fires, and no. Getty crashed the boards, gets it to Tompkins. She'll save it on the baseline to Greeno. Greeno wants to go back to Tompkins. She's doubled down low, and they'll kick it back out to Greeno. They'll swing the ball around, reverse the perimeter, and this is going to be straight on. 3-ball! Oh, Smith just straight on the hole and drained it. 65-26, Saints. 12:49 to go on the evening in this ladies basketball game. See, Garrett's looking for Hauser, and she was taken away, so they brought Muller back around on a screen. Down inside, McMahon to the floor, and going to be tied up by Getty, and there'll be a jump ball. Well, a lot of action on that play. Stetson will be coming back in for the Bobcats, and then Landsberg, Clements, and Giddings. So 3 new bodies in there for CSJ. Okay, so Tompkins taking control out there, telling everybody who's got who to guard, and boy, she was very authoritative about it. Oh, she didn't like that. They gave up the bucket to Zermulin. And Greeno will run the point now, and Clements, well, she should get some more touches. Clements is the off guard right now. They'll come to Landsberg, and she pump faked down inside, and right now there's just no worry to get the ball down inside to Tompkins. Up, that great catch in the basket. You know, one thing that makes Tompkins such a great low post player, besides all the moves and the strength, lower body strength, is she can catch everything thrown to her. And I mean that seriously. I've seen so many high school athletes who play in a low post and who have size, but they've got hands of stones. They haven't quite got the coordination down yet to make the catches, but we've got no problem with that here at CSJ. She's got it down pretty good. Yeah, we got 2 shots coming up. So Giddings will get the foul. Vermeulen will go to the line. And that stops the clock with 11:55 to go. There, and Adam wants me to show the clock more, so you can see it in the lobby. I got to tell you, we got the wireless transmitter set up between the camera and the lobby to a TV set, and it's just been a blast. When I've been on pause, when I'm not recording for the TV, I see people I know walk in, and I just say hi to them, and they look all around. It's just too much fun to do the game now. So, Giddings with the rebound up ahead to Greeno. The last game here, Greeno against May Machias, was the White Birch Realty Player of the Game. So right now, I got to tell you the truth, I'm leaning toward Vicky Getty. She's just having when she's in there, she's just making such an impact. But a lot can happen in the next 11:42. And Garrettson had it just literally taken right out of her hands by Greeno. I don't know if she saw her or just thought she could beat her off the dribble, but here comes Tompkins. Tompkins into the front court, long pass to Landsberg. No. Faded on the fire, and then Garrettson kept it alive and just used her height to get the ball up and away from Clements. And well, Garrettson just needs one of those GPSs because she was lost back there. Now she's got the ball into Zermulin's hand, and she'll come forward. She'll spin, split the defense, running one-hander. No. But tell you what, that was a very athletic move. And we got Tompkins fouled coming out, and Tompkins upset with Stetson. And Irene gave her the look after. And the ref talking, and oh, everybody getting upset. Okay, so we got a hold and no shots. We got a timeout by CSJ. I believe that's what Coach Casarino called. Yeah, 30-second timeout taken by Coach Casarino, and again, that's only the second team foul, 3rd foul on Stetson. No shots coming up. And Coach Casarino just going to draw a play up here on his inbounds play. And it's a good time to tell you the roster for CSJ. We'll tell you the entire roster. Lori Landsberg wears 3. Linda Clements is 5. Irene Tompkins wears 11. 12, newcomer to the team this second semester, is Megan Giddings. Vicky Getty, 21. Stephanie Greeno, 22. Michelle Thompson, 23. Erica Raish is 25. 32, Carrie Smith. And, of course, 34 is Tahara Pleasure. That's the buzzer. We'll be getting back into play, and you can see Mike Dorian, the trainer, sitting there with Michelle Thompson to get the leg elevated, and it does looks... You know, it looks more like the ice is on the shin or the ankle area, and I guess if I had to say that's better. than a knee. If I had to pick an organ, I think the shin would be better than a knee for the ice. Hopefully it's not a serious thing. They got to go on the road trip for quite a while, and then Fisher College, then the tournament, and they're going to need Thompson for that tournament. So this was a Saints timeout. They still have 19 on the shot clock. Landsberg will get the ball to Greeno. Greeno will just, again, it's a very passive 2-3 zone. It's like Gerritsen had the ball actually locked up, then she released it. There's Landsberg up and got it. Landsberg slid it along the baseline, and they got her the pass, and she made the bucket, and we'll have Gerritsen bring the ball down now. 69-28. Saints lead. It's not in doubt. It's just a matter of keeping the intensity up, nobody getting injured, running through the plays. That's going to be chased down by McMahon. McMahon looking, we'll get it down to Stetson. She'll turn, and no. Got her own shot, will follow it up, and got a foul on Tompkins. Irene will pick up the foul, and I do believe shots coming also. And 2 shots, there you go, shot. So Stetson will go to the line. She's going to get a couple free throws, and Getty will be checking in. That's going to be the first foul on Tompkins. And as hard as she plays and as physical as she is, it's hard to believe that's her first foul. And Stetson will be a little hard and flat on the shot. And now Getty will come in, and she's going to replace Greeno. No, actually she replaced Tompkins. Greeno just slid off the bottom of the box, came up top. They want Getty down low along with Giddings. And that will happen. Second shot will roll in, and she'll get 1 of 2, and they'll make it 69-29. CSJ with the lead. You're watching CSJ basketball on Munger Vision. Landsberg with the catch, and she was right on the elbow, and they'll go down inside to Getty. And Landsberg on the fade, no. Rebound, going to be taken over by Hauser, and she wants to find Gerritsen. Gerritsen came back, made herself available for the pass. Yeah, and they'll just walk it up. There's the screen. Clements will switch off. Landsberg will pick up Gerritsen, and they want to dump the ball down to Vermeulen, and she double dribbled. Yeah, she did it again. Yeah. In Vermont, no matter how far out in the woods we are, we dribble with just one hand now. And Greeno and Clements will be the backcourt duo right now with 9:52 to go in the basketball game. Yeah, see Landsberg will make the catch, wait for Getty to pop out. They go back inside to Getty. She'll pass up the shot, and no! Getty with another offensive rebound and a foul called on the baseline against McMahon. Called for the push. There's still no shots coming up. That's only the 4th team foul, and yeah, Greeno's going to hustle over there, and she'll take the ball out of bounds. Boy, that was no doubt about that pass. She fired that with a lot of mustard on it and got it right into Getty, and that's the only way it was going to get there at that position Getty had, and it makes it 71-29 Saints. They'll go to Stetson, and she will be fouled by Landsberg. Yeah, Landsberg will get the call, and that's going to be the 3rd team foul on CSJ. And they'll pivot, and Gerritsen will spin, shoot, high off the glass, no good, rebound Getty. She's going to bring it down the floor herself. See her looking behind, make sure where the defense was. If anybody sneaking up behind her, knocking the ball away, and she'll come across to Greeno, and Greeno picked up by Hauser, and she'll fire her in the corner to Landsberg. She passed up the shot, we'll go to Clements, she'll make the catch, and she got hammered. Clements will get up and be okay. Yeah, and that's just going to be ball out of bounds. 4th team foul. Nobody in a bonus situation yet. And you see the push call. So that'll be on Gerritsen. So Gerritsen will pick up her 2nd foul. And again, it's just tough as a coach in a game like this. You want your team to go through their plays and execute and trying to keep their intensity up. So that's the thing in a 71-29 game. And I think the Saints are doing a good job of that. I mean, they're still playing defense hard. They're still playing everything hard, but see McMahon this time. She'll get on the sideline, kill the dribble, go back to Stetson. She reached behind her, made the grab, will go off to Gerritsen. Gerritsen back to Stetson. She'll roll to the basket. Ball fake and blocked by Getty. It will come to Greeno off from the hands of Gerritsen. So Greeno and Getty got hammered. I lost her in the play coming up, but she got wiped out.
Foul whistle on number 24.
Yeah, Stetson will pick up the foul. And where's Vicky? Yeah, she says she's okay. That's just the 4th foul, but they're going to bring 4th personal foul. So Souther's going to come in, number 22, and Tara Pleasure, 34, coming in for the Saints. She's going to replace Stephanie Greeno. So after all that commotion, we're set to go here. with just 8:31 to go in the basketball game. Pleasure faked me out with the ball fake on the side. Clements had the shot blocked. Ends up going to Giddings' hand. She'll turn and she went to the left hand, hard off the glass. Almost got a rebound, and it'll come out now to Garrettson. I'll tell you what, I don't remember Garrettson coming out here in the second half at all. She has put on a lot of minutes. Like I said, they don't have a very deep bench at all. Talking about the Bobcats, but inside McMahon, no good. Rebound, and that's a live ball, and it's going to be inbound still. They give it back, and oh, she too open. She was too wide open. Hauser kind of had it, and it goes out of bounds. The official right there will point to the spot on the floor. They'll go off from Garrettson out of bounds. So again, a lot of commotion, but ends up just being basketball out of bounds to the Saints. And Carrie Smith will be coming in the basketball game along with Erica Raish for the Saints as they head over to the scorers table to report in. And travel called on Getty.
Checking back in for the Fighting Saints, number 25.
And Landsberg and Clements will come out of the ball game. Good minutes in there for those two Saints. And you see Garrettson glance up at the clock, and she's kind of looking like she was hoping there was less time left on it. And we're going to have a timeout called by the Bobcats. With 7:30 to go, it's 71-29. CSJ with the lead from the CSJ Athletic Complex in Rutland. Souther coming out, number 22, and she'll throw the ball into play. And again, they're going to have Garrettson out there. Souther, McMahon's number 5. Number 4 is Hauser, and Zermula, number 20. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bobcats. And they tried to set a screen, and the screen was just too loose, and that allowed Smith to just slide through it. Now we got 2-on-1 the other way. Now we have a 1-on-0, and it's going to be Tompkins with the finish. And Tompkins made that look very easy, and she will get the 73rd point of the evening for CSJ, and they've pretty much, any combination on the floor has worked well tonight for them. They go down inside, the ball knocked away, ball on the floor, picked up by Getty, and she'll go off to Pleasure, and Pleasure will just quickly get the push into the front court. She'll do a little hop step there, and well, she weaved away below the free throw line, gave the shot back to Smith. She'll take it, and no. Raish, weak side rebound, will get it. So Raish and company really had a ton of weak side rebounds off that offensive glass here in this basketball game, and they've converted most of them back into points. 75-29, just 6.5 minutes to go now in the basketball game. And Garrettson thought she had the lane, and I think they're going to call it on Tompkins. She slid over a little bit late, and she'll get called for the block. Yeah, Nelson Garrettson to the line now. That will stop the clock with 6:27 to go. Again, looking for the 30th point of the night. And she'll miss it. She's been very good from the free throw line. That's only her second miss on the entire evening. I believe she's 4-6 now from the free throw line. So Garrettson trying to salvage this one. Will. So she'll get 1 and 2, and that'll make it 75-30. Pleasure behind the back. We'll reach behind her, make sure she's got the basketball, and she'll go between the legs, and she showed you the whole menu of dribbles right there. Down to Tompkins, she'll post up, and there she appears out from all those green jerseys, and that'll be off the front of the rim, and well, that came down and hit somebody right in the head. I think it must have hit Souther by her reaction. Yeah. Hey, she's taking it well. So she got popped in the forehead with the ball, and she's going to stay in there. She's all right. Other than Shmulin's just kind of losing it, but up and no. One more time. Tompkins will kick it out to Ray. She'll fade and no. Getty, yes. Well, I tell you, they've had the glass like that all night long. 77-30. CSJ on their way to another conference win. Boy, Smith just faded back, and that's going to be out from the foot of McMahon out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock with 5:48 to go. And Carrie Smith right in front of the bench area of the Bobcats. And Tahara Pleasure looking at that 2-3 zone. She faked the shot, made the move, goes baseline to Tompkins, and the bucket. Tompkins and Tahara Pleasure work so well together as far as being able to get that ball down inside to Tompkins like that. 79-30, CSJ with the lead. It's going to be Garrettson holding the ball up top, and Garrettson, she wants to spin, and she got to the elbow, and that was about it, and swing the ball over the top to Hauser, to McMahon, back to Hauser, and Shot clock starting to wind down now. That ball tip gets to Gerritsen, and it's going to be out of bounds off from the foot of Carrie Smith. Okay, so Stetson will come back in 24. She's got the 4 personal fouls, but really with 5:14 to go and down 79-30, not a big gamble here. There's the catch by Gerritsen. Don't forget the shot clock's down at 5. They had no change of possession, and Muller with a long range shot. We'll get it off the back of the iron a little bit hard. Pass up ahead in the front court. Pleasure, no look, and the finish. Nice no-look pass from Pleasure to Race. She'll get the finish, and the Saints will break the 80-point mark at 81-30. And again, I think it's pretty unanimous right now. The White Birch Realty Player of the Game is going to be Vicki Getty, so stay tuned for the post-game show with her. Stetson had the ball slapped at, taken away, and they're going to call a foul on Tompkins. And it's going to be 2 shots. Okay, so Stetson, that's what I was waiting for. 2 shots coming up for Stetson and 4:30 to go on the game clock. Well, 4:39 if you want to get really technical, but just about 4.5 minutes to go. Nope, they'll go around the rim and not drop. And for CSJ, you've got 22 Greeno, 3 Landsberg, 5 Clements, and number 12 Giddings. And they're going to leave Smith in there. So it'll be Smith left in there on the floor with the 4 newbies coming out. Yeah, so Stetson back at the line. We'll get to work. And she'll get the second shot in there. 81-31, CSJ with the lead. Greeno to Landsberg, inside to Giddings. She posted up to kick it out, and Greeno won't get the bounce to go her way, and yeah, they're going to call a foul on Clements. Yeah, you see the foul called on Clements. So that will be only the 16th foul, Clements' first foul. Nobody in the bonus yet. Next foul, the Saints commit will become the 1-1 for the Bobcats. And you can see CSJ pretty much, when they went on that 12-point run, sealed the fate of the basketball game up, and they did lose the services of Michelle Thompson, but she's actually up walking around now, so that's a good sign. And yeah, they're going to get up a little slow here, and they'll get set to put the ball in the play. It'll be CSJ with the basketball. They'll have it on the baseline, have to go full court. 4:13 to go in the basketball game. Again, you're watching PEGTV, Channel 15 Sports. Munger Vision here at CSJ all season long. Hope you've enjoyed all the men's and women's basketball action from the beautiful athletic complex here at the CSJ campus. College basketball right in your backyard in Rutland. Clements with the fake from the elbow. Nobody wants to shoot right now. They're out there, let them fly. They tried to go down inside to Giddings, and yeah, the pass had too much juice on it, and not really the type of pass you want to go down in the low post with. They're going to reset the shot clock back to 30 and change of possession, and we're good to go now. This Pat Bezon in charge of that scores table, barking out the orders, and everybody listened, and we're good to go at 3:43 left in the basketball game. There's the catch, the penetration by Hauser, gave it on a weave back to Gerritsen. She'll spin into the paint. Up and got it. Yeah, Smith took away the baseline, but that left the paint wide open, and there was no help there in the lane, and that became an easy bunny shot. Clements to Giddings from the free throw line. Got it. Giddings with the basket. And that was a nice job of just pushing the ball down the floor, and the defense had all retreated below the free throw line, and that was a very makeable shot, and Giddings nailed it. 83-33, CSJ with the lead. Hauser with the catch. We'll give the ball right back to Vermeulen. They'll come off to Stetson. Stetson wants to drive. She'll spin, and that almost went. Ball on the floor. Stetson back up, leaves it shy, and Gerritsen got blocked from behind. No travel call. She went up and down, and now a foul will be called. Got some offensive action there on the boards by Paul Smith. And that's going to send Gerritsen to the line. It's going to be 2 shots. I'm guessing. I think it must be 2 shots, even though that's a 17 foul. I believe she was in the act of shooting. And it's irrelevant now because she made it. If it was a 1-1, she'll get the second shot regardless. Yeah, so Giddings and Smith down low on the box right now for CSJ, and that's all with 2:50 to go now in the second half of play. Now go out right through the bottom of the net, and she'll make it 83-35, and Greeno cruising into the front court. Landsberg, 3-ball, no. Long rebound on the weak side. Clements will chase it down. She'll give it to Greeno, and boy, so it's just a crowd. And a steal, and Gerritsen wants to go up ahead to Hauser. Hauser has it. Hauser lost it, and she has it again. So that was quite an adventurous trip down the floor by Hauser, and she had it and lost it twice. And we got a hold call up top, and it's a CSJ foul. So Landsberg will get the foul called against her. That will send Stetson to the line, and this is definitely the 1-1.
On the line shooting for the Bobcats, number 24, Jenny Stetson.
Yeah, so Stetson up and got it. She's starting to rack up the points. I think if you had the stat book in front of me, it would have to be Gerritsen, the leading scorer for Paul Smith, and then Stetson right behind her. And CSJ, they've spread it all around. Another balanced attack by CSJ offensively tonight, and that pass a little bit behind Smith. Now it creates a turnover, and Gerritsen will call everybody off, and she'll walk it down with 2:16 to go in the basketball game. You know, Paul Smith's College really is about 2 players away from making a lot of noise in the league. That'll be up and in by Stetson. First of all, they really have a very limited bench, but they just need they need one person that can rebound and one person that can, one more score. And they really would be making a lot of noise. Smith fouled on the wheel to the hole. And there's the call. So Souther will get the foul. And Greeno, 22, and White will take the ball out of bounds. 1:55 to go. And again, the White Birch Realty player of the game is going to be Vicky Getty. Clements up and got it. Clements with 4 points tonight in the basketball game. 85-39 CSJ. And they did. They stayed intense basically the whole ball game. And that's hard to do in this type of game. And my hat's off to the coach. Coach Castrino had them all prepared, set to go, and they're going to get the conference win. And that ball will go out of bounds, and 1:41 to go. Yeah, and Landsberg knows the ref's got to make the touch. There he goes. Hauser will get in the backcourt and kind of surprise Greeno, but she became aware of it, got the ball back to Landsberg, and Landsberg with a long step, no travel called, will come back with the basketball to Giddings. Giddings, why not, she said. Got it! 3-pointer for Giddings. That's 7 on the night for Giddings off the bench. That's a good performance for her. 88-39 CSJ. And Gerritsen needed the screen, didn't get it, gave it to Hauser. She was long and strong with it, 1:12 to go. Shot clock still in effect with 1:12 left in the basketball game. Inside, and there it is. Boy, that's a nice push. Smith with the basket, and oh, we got a player behind here, and I don't know, yeah, ref's checking with her, and she just didn't feel like running. She said she's okay. As that Souther that stayed back on the plane, she's catching her breath right now. 90-39, 1 minute to go in the basketball game. And I do believe Gerritsen, number 30, played the entire second half without coming out for a breather. I mean, it wasn't also like a blistering pace either, but still a lot of endurance. Got a 3-on-1 up ahead to Clements. She'll make the catch, going up for 6. No! Oh, she should have dunked it. And this will be brought down by Gerritsen. There's a 3-second difference in the shot clock, and it's going to be no big point now because the ball will go out to CSJ. Shot clock will be off. And it should be, well, it could be, it depends on how they play. It could be the last possession if they just want to dribble out the clock. So CSJ is going to get the win. We'll have the post-game show with the White Birch Realty player of the game, and that's going to be pulled back out by Clements. She'll give it off to Smith. Smith to Greeno. She'll body inside Hauser. Greeno, why not? No second bounce will go her way. It'll go off from, well, did not go off from Burnham out of bounds. Went off from CSJ out of bounds. With 9.8 seconds to go, we will have the last touch by Gerritsen and the crew. Again, a good effort by Paul Smith's College, but they're going to come up a little shy tonight, 90-39, and in all real seriousness, they're probably 2 to 3 players away from becoming a force. So that's going to be the basketball game, 90-39, and we'll have Vicky Getty in just a second. White Birch Realty player of the game, Vicky Getty from Ron.
Thank you.
Oh, nice job tonight. Paul Smith's College, as you know the league very well and the conference very well. You still have played very intense. As coming off the weekend against Fort Kent and Maine Machias, how did you mentally get prepared for tonight's game?
I don't know, just work hard every night, you know. Sometimes you're not going to, I don't know, you're not going to win every one of them, but you still have to work hard for every one of them. This is more, you don't want to come in because last time we beat them here at home by 60, and then we went over there and it was awful. We almost thought we were going to lose to them, so we got to get into our minds that we're not going to be cocky about it. And then if we start blowing them out at the half, it's like, all right, this is what we have to work on because we can work on it. And, you know, we got reps, so we don't hack, and because we like to hack in practice. So
well, no, I thought
it's nice.
Yeah, nice intensity. You guys had that 12-2 run in the start of the game to set the tone on the glass. Nice job rebounding. You took your shots tonight. Personally, I thought you were very intense and you did a nice job of just staying focused. What did you guys talk about on the bench? Because there's a lot of changing, like chemistry-wise, people come in and come out, different combinations. You guys talk amongst yourselves as far as when you get out there with players you're usually not used to playing with? No, we're pretty comfortable with playing with everybody in practice. We never play 5 starters against like whoever else. We're always mixing and matching, so it's pretty nice. So we try to get a flow with everybody in the game. All right.
Because, so then it won't be awkward when we get back into, because we're a pretty tight team as it is. Last year we were really tight, this year we're tight, so it's nice because you're getting used to everybody.
Road trip coming up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, long road trip coming up.
Yeah, going over down to Pennsylvania, and then we're driving over to Boston. Should be a fun weekend. Bring a couple of books, some homework, you know.
Oh, that's a good answer. Hopefully all the teachers are watching this.
Yeah.
Worked out nice.
Oh, I read.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, people, that's a nice thing to talk about is the academic side of it. You know, I'll pick up the paper and see you on the dean's list and getting honors, and that is a nice thing to bring up. The student athlete takes a lot of your time on the court, but you dedicate as much time to the books and everything.
Right. Might procrastinate on it a little longer, but it still gets done, yeah.
And not to end on a sad note, one more home game, Fisher College. That will be your final home game.
Yeah.
Has that entered into your mind yet, or are you just concentrating on basketball games?
I know it's coming up. Of course, you're going to think about it every once in a while, but I don't know. We got to take it one game at a time, one practice at a time, and just keep working hard during each one of them. And then when that comes, then I'll worry about it when it's that morning. But
all right.
But I'll be back. I'll be back somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me get the camera. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
White Birch Realty Player of the Game.
Thank you.
Yep.